This podcast is the property of the ACT Education Department. The students who produce this podcast are also property of the ACT Education Department. Anyone who engages in listening to this podcast is also the property of the ACT Education Department. Anyone who was educated during childhood is the property of the ACT Education Department. We own your souls for eternity. Your fate is in our hands. Your prosperity is our domain. We are the puppet masters. We are the puppet masters. Respect us. Respect us. Enjoy the podcast. Sketchy.
It's superhero time! And today we continue the adventures of the enemy of hunger, the masher of munchies, and the fryer of chicken, the Colonel! By day a humble and mild-mannered Kentucky Fried Chicken deep fryer cleaner by the name of Sanders. When duty calls, he becomes the Colonel, fighting for stuff to do with fried chicken. We return to the Colonel in a standoff between him and his arch-rival, the Vegetarian, who is dangling the Colonel's lifelong love, the lovely Miss Jane KFC does not use battery farm chickens, over a vat of boiling fat.
Don't worry, I will save you from being fried like delicious original recipe chicken.
I don't know about that, Colonel. You have a choice.
You won't make me choose. I can never even choose between a twister or a fillet burger. They're both so delicious.
Yes, but you can either save Jane KFC does not use battery farm chickens here.
Help me please.
Yes, you can save your strangely deep voiced love interest, or you can stop the machine countdown on your right.
But what does the machine do? Surely it does not reveal the secret 11 herbs and spices which go to make KFC chicken so craveable?
No, it sets off a device that locks every single door of every single KFC in the entire world. With every door locked, no person will be able to get in and buy the meat of those poor chicken.
You monster!
You swine, Vegetarian! Have you considered your actions? This will cause chaos! Your scheme will mean that not a single person will be able to indulge in delicious twister wrap with its breast fillet chicken and salads in a warm tortilla, available in plain or sweet chili, or the dreaded wicked wings with extra punch,
Yes, well,
or the popcorn chicken in its juicy marinade and cooked to perfection in a delicious coating, served with a side of our famous golden chips sprinkled with a tasty seasoning and a cool refreshing coke,
Colonel.
or the crispy strips cooked to perfection and served with a delicious dipping sauce of your choice, or perhaps some chicken nuggets with...
How will the Colonel continue this blatant advertisement? Find out next week on Superhero Time!
The writers would just like to say we do not endorse KFC food substitutes. We find them one of the most disgusting ways to save the biological need for sustenance since humanity discovered drinking urine. We encourage everyone to sue Kentucky Fried Chicken for false advertising, as their flavour is meat coated in flame yellow trans fats is, we think, as far removed from actual chickens as can possibly be accomplished.
Welcome to the mornings. It's 8:20 on MFMF, and you're here in the morning with me, Nick.
Me, Mel.
And of course, Davo, who, as we all know, doesn't talk. Quality. Now, Mel, am I right in saying that your voice sounds a little different today?
No, it's the same as always. I had an idea this morning.
Oh, here we go.
No, seriously. You know how I drive a car?
Do you? That's really funny, I do too. My Holden Commodore is my favourite place to be in the mornings.
Yeah, well, I was driving along the road and I thought, this is so boring. You know, driving the same road every day. And I thought, well, I could be updating my Facebook page. Which made me think, why don't you put a computer in your steering wheel?
Oh, right.
Why should I have to, stare at the road when I could be poking someone I've never met on the internet?
I see. That's a spacerific idea.
Is spacerific a real word?
I don't know, I just made it up.
You're so zany.
Wizard.
Frank Cole.
Now, we've got hold of the number of a local courier, and I'm going to ring them up with a rather strange inquiry, so hang on.
Breakneck Couriers, Liam speaking, how can I help you?
How much would it cost to get a small package delivered from the city to the mid-northern suburbs?
That would be a zone 3 delivery, so that makes it about $9.20, give or take.
Thanks very much. I bet he wasn't expecting that.
What a cat.
Fresh. Right, so it's 8:25, and that means it's time for Joke of the Day.
Joke of the day!
This one was sent in to us via SMS from Max in Flocknip. A guy calls up the hospital on telephone, and he says, "You gotta send help, my wife's going into labour." And the nurse says, "Calm down, is this her first child?" And the man says, "No, this is her husband."
That's hilarious, because you think he's going to say whether or not it's her first baby, but he says it's her husband's.
Exactly. Thanks a lot, Max, for that corker. And now we have in the studio the great pleasure of an interview with a good friend of mine, comedian Matt Jr. How are you, Matt?
Alright, I had to get up really early this morning.
I hate getting up in the morning because you're always really tired and want to stay asleep. I think it's because you've just been asleep and you've been woken up out of it.
Yeah, but I noticed...
We get up so early for this radio show, and I always see all the street cleaners and stuff. You know, you never see them anywhere else.
Exactly, it's like they're a whole other breed of person. Looking at them, they might be so. Like vampires that can't be out during the day.
That was what I was thinking.
That's funny. They're all like vampires. Except vampires don't drive street cleaners.
Oh,
or do
well.
they, Matt?
How long have you been in town, Matt?
A few days and...
Where are you staying right now?
I'm not sure it's...
Because when we need hotels, of course, we use a Doma, the most comfortable hotels in the town.
Why would you need a hotel when you live here?
I think Mel can answer that one, if you know what I mean.
Oh, shut up!
At 2 in the morning, wandering the street
up.
with a guy you've just picked up in a pub.
I said shut up!
Ow.
Maybe I should...
So how do you like it here in our city?
Well, it's...
I think that's all we have time for. Sorry, Matt.
But...
just go, dude. You've caused enough trouble already, mate.
You haven't...
What a funny guy. And his show's playing on insert show information here. Should be great. It's now 12:00 here on FFFM.
Sorry about punching me.
Alright, I know hitting on blokes is the only bloody thing you're good at. That's the only reason you got this job in the first place. So from here on mornings, it's bye from me, Nick.
And me. Hang on.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Comedians at Chez Trebuchet.
So I was having this conversation with my girlfriend, and it was about a sore point about interior design, and I don't know what it is, but between guys and girls, guys just don't show any interest in this until the girls had free reign and completely changed the room. I mean, I looked at my room recently, which used to be mine at least, and I realised that everything was pink. I mean, I said to her, you have no right to dress my room up like a brothel just because I'm paying for you for sex.
Comedians at Chez Trebuchet is recorded live at Pitt Street in Melbourne.
For all those who don't know, a trebuchet is a medieval weapon like a catapult, with a big arm that fires things into the air. Idiots.
Welcome to LFM, Liberal Radio, for the liberal-minded. That's liberal as in conservative, not liberal as in liberal. Now, today we're coming out of the Sydney Institute. I'm your host, Reg Burley. As you know, we normally have a panel, but we don't have a panel today because we have a very special guest here to talk to us all. May I proudly present the previous head of the Liberal Party, lifelong politician, and the greatest Prime Minister our country ever had, Mr. John Winston Howard. Thank you very much.